sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is May 22nd, 2023. I am Andrew,
And I am Tara Lynn.
and this is America's #1 sibling sports entertainment butthole buffoonery podcast, MELLONfights. MELLONfights. Welcome.
Welcome.
Tara, you're a little...
Yeah.
Your Wi-Fi's pretty shitty today, I'm seeing. I'm not sure what that's about. Is your phone hooked up to Wi-Fi, or is it just running through the... Do you have it hooked up to Wi-Fi?
I looked because I saw right away that I was looking a little behind.
It is going to suck for me today.
Mm.
It is going to suck for me today.
I even restarted my router today because it was sucking.
It sucks.
You know.
Not happy about it. It's going to be a long day for us. It's good stuff, guys. You like what you're hearing? You like the good stuff? Stuff we talk about. Tara and I, we saw each other a lot this weekend, so.
We did?
I mean, we were at the same place. So we're not going to, we don't have to really catch up on our weekend. Because we were at the same place for the weekend, which was at a celebration of life for our uncle. And here's what I'm going to say about celebrations of life / anything of this nature, or anything where, and it's one of the big reasons I have no desire to go to my high school reunion in a couple weeks, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, August, is I just am tired. It's not fun to make small talk with people you never see just like over and over again. It's just like pretty unfun. I just was bored. I was not bored, but just like, this is exhausting to talk to a bunch of people I've either never met in my life or haven't seen in a while, even though they're family. Even sometimes I'm like, I haven't seen you in a while, and what am I supposed to talk to you about when really I just want to go grab another brouhaha?
Well, you'll be with your friends.
Well, I'm not going. It just isn't happening. I have zero desire. Zero.
Are you going to come back just
what
to
friends?
see your friends?
What
though?
friends? What friends?
Bobby.
The only person I know is
Nick.
Bobby is going.
Nick's not going?
No. Maybe in Ben, I would imagine, since it's at the place that he
At his place.
owns. Other than that,
Yeah.
in our group text, the only person that said was those two. Sounds most of us weren't even invited because none of us are on Facebook, and nobody knows how to fucking have an event without only sending out Facebook invites. Like, Facebook
Right?
invites
How
are
dumb is
fake.
that?
Like, stop being fucking
Figure
lazy
it
and
out.
do it right.
Yeah.
Facebook isn't good enough.
No, I
It just
remember during my
It never
10-year
was.
anniversary that people were being left out because they didn't have Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, 10 years ago, I didn't have Facebook. I haven't had Facebook for 10 years. So, just don't use Facebook as your only means of, like, your job. Whoever's doing that, they're the dipshits. They're like, I want to run for class, whatever.
Yeah.
Your job is, when you do that, is you have to go, okay, I guess I have to set these up every 10 years. Get people's addresses. You can use Facebook as a tool.
Exactly.
If you can't find someone's address, like, cool, hey,
reach out to their sibling that might have Facebook.
something.
There's lots of things.
But also, I don't give a shit because I'm not going. So it don't really matter. But yeah, I don't. That was my biggest takeaway from the weekend. I was just like, I am so tired of talking to people about nothing. Like, I didn't even get to talk to Jeffrey and Daniel that much. When
I know.
the only
I
time I got
didn't
to talk
really
to Daniel was at his house at the end for a little
either.
bit, and the car ride taking him home is like we actually just talked about normal shit. And it was just like nice instead of like, what are you up to? Like
I
talking to people
know.
like,
Like, oh, what?
where are you at these days? When I didn't know where they're at those days. So it's
Right.
like,
Or like, what are you doing for a job? And it's like, who cares?
yeah, gives a shit. Just say hello and move on.
Yeah.
Unless it's someone you really want to talk to.
Right.
And then there was times I caught myself talking. I'm like, shut up. You were boring, bro. I've been thinking that more and more lately. I'm like, you're so boring. You're not saying anything cool. Shut the fuck up. So that's where I am in life. I'm a grumpy old man that doesn't think anyone has anything worth saying. We all should just be a little quieter. I'm starting to realize that's why, like, dudes like our grandfather didn't talk a bunch later, like at family events, because it was like nobody has shit to say. I'm tired of these fucking people.
I'm going to go sit in my car and read.
So I'm on my way to grandpa territory. Pretty excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty excited about it. What, do you have any takeaways from the weekend?
It was very cold for some reason. It was
Wasn't that
freezing
cold?
in the bar. Yes, it was.
Was it? I was
And it
sweating
was
my ass off.
and it was very, very loud.
Cracking the H life.
Dad took his time to make a playlist that Uncle Cool Jeff would like, and no one could hear it because it was packed, which is great. It's great. A lot of people showed out. That's a good thing about small towns. I think we've talked about it before. People show up, which is great.
Yeah, I will say it was the skin tone was similar upon all.
Yes.
I will say that. That's the other small town factor that
Yeah.
came into plain view. It's just like there is nobody that is not a white person in that town, pretty much.
It's so funny
kinda wild.
because I had a couple cousins reach out, all of which are from that area, asking me what they should be wearing.
Yeah.
And I said, it's Cassville, Wisconsin. Wear what you wear in Cassville.
Right.
Like,
You were
I
literally
don't know what.
it was. I knew it was going to range from anywhere from basically a tank top and shorts to someone wearing a nice. Nothing was too crazy. Everyone was pretty much casual.
Yeah, pretty casual.
To a dress.
Like, I had a dress on, but
Like,
it
to a
was a
dress.
casual look.
Like Miranda's was pretty casual, but it was like expensive because she bought it at a boutique, but it was like wasn't like crazy expensive or anything, but it's just like kind of like she asked me, and I was like, clothes, normal ass shit. What are you talking about? You met Jeff Glass. If Jeff Glass had been at his own thing, he would have been wearing. They had a shirt hanging up that he would have been wearing. He notoriously is a man that is known for wearing sweat shorts to a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't that type of wedding. Everyone else was pretty much wearing, dressed up, and he was rocking sweat shorts. So
Exactly.
don't overthink it, everybody.
Yeah.
So
Be
yeah,
comfy.
that was but yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. It wasn't super sad just because it was just because it was hard. It wasn't really like a sad. The venue, in my opinion, terrible place to have a get together. But it did keep the sadness down because it was not intimate or like it just kind of felt like you were at a bar. But there also was
I didn't think it was terrible.
No,
it
was absolutely
small town.
Tara. It was a terrible venue. Yeah, you can defend it all you want, but
I
it's
will.
it's not a good venue. First of all, there was a door that it shared with a restaurant that was people were in and out of, and like while we were trying to have like things, there were people over there talking and like having dinner. It was not good. What the hell? Giannis falls to the ground. You okay, Giannis? No, it was not good. It was a bad set. It just isn't set up good. It could be good. It's just a little dark too. It goes deep with no windows in the back. All the light has to come from the front windows. You don't need to defend it just because it's their only venue in that town.
Grandpa used to own it.
That's cool. I like that. It was called a bowling alley at the time. It made sense to be that like dark and dreary. That's a bowling alley. That's the thing I thought about the most. I'm like, man, it's a bummer these aren't alleys. This would be a great bowling alley. Guess it just didn't make money as a bowling alley. But from what I've heard, is it's very lucrative because it is a small town. There's not a lot of options. Basically, everyone's having everything there at this point.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the bartenders made a lot of money.
Oh, I think so too.
Pretty sure
Makes me go, damn, I should be working at J&J's in Cassville.
no shit. I bet they make more money than you make for sure
Oh
on
yeah,
tips
no
for
kidding.
sure.
It's like,
Even
God.
first of all, the drinks are far less, so people are when they're not like feeling as like, oh, I'll tip a bunch because I didn't spend any money on my fucking drinks.
Right.
Well, I also saw the gratuity on the food, like for all the food and stuff like that, and it was pretty good. There weren't that many
Yeah.
people working there, so I think they all made out.
Nicely.
I'd like to know what they made. Small town gig like that, small town people tipping. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot of people there. That added up. I know for a fact that between me and my mother, and we, our total for food and drink was only like $150 or something like that, and we tipped a total of like $75, I believe,
Oh my God.
in cash.
Crazy.
So, because she gave like 50 on the drinks, and then we bought the pizza, and I had wanted to tip the guys even because they'd done a good, so I threw another 25 down for the 2 pizzas. So that's half of what we spent, 50% tip. I know not everyone did that, but even still, that right there was only 2 dudes bartending on the one side. I'm sure they shared with both sides though. But so yeah, that was our weekend. Anything else from the weekend you want to talk about, Bagser?
Not really. It's just so beautiful back there. I was driving around just loving it. Trin driving at night was real funny though.
Yeah, he's not a nighttime driver. He do not like, but he did it, and
He's
now
like,
I appreciated
yes,
it.
it's very nice of him since we had all been.
But he made a
bevin'.
point. He's like, it'd probably be better if you drove, even with a couple drinks in you. I'm like, you're probably right. I probably was more capable, like not capable, but comfortable in the moment. Yeah, he doesn't like to drive at night at all. He doesn't like to drive in general, but at night, not much.
No, I get it. I got night blindness.
I'm not sure he's gonna love us putting that out in the world on the pod land that he doesn't like to drive at night. Actually, he doesn't care. He's pretty open about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wisconsin. That part of Wisconsin's really nice. A lot of greenery. There ain't much else out there, but still, it's still there.
I was sitting at Mayor's. I was sitting at Mayor's and I was like outside listening to the birds chirping, and I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, could I live out here? The answer was no, but I would like to have like a little spot to go every once in a while and just get away because it is very relaxing. The birds, like I said, chirping, singing me a little song. And I just could see myself sitting out there drinking some coffee, reading some books, maybe a glass of wine. But I think my max days of doing that would be like 4. And then I'd need to get back to civilization.
Sure. Yeah, not at the moment. I couldn't live. I could go there for much longer than 4 days, but I couldn't just be there full time. It is brutal watching you talk and not have anything match your lips or anything like that. It sucks. It's hard to get any vibe of what you're doing or saying or how you're feeling. Like right now, it looked like you were still looking out the window, and I think you're not anymore. I'd have to guess, but I don't know what you're doing. So we didn't watch a movie this week. I'd like to watch a movie. I'd like you to watch a movie next week. I don't like to go this long without you having to watch a movie that you've never seen. So I really got to find one. I've been struggling to find one you haven't seen. I was trying to think of a fun one that you might dig, that I think you dig, or like a really good one, or maybe something I haven't seen in a while, maybe some I have seen. But movie, all the good ones are long, and you're such a baby when movies are over like an hour and a half. Like, it's long.
Well,
my first thought was just things that came out on this date.
ooh.
I couldn't really find anything, or not this date, that came out next Monday's date. I thought would be maybe a good idea, but there was nothing. So maybe this date is the move.
What do we got?
I'm not getting the whole list. It's just giving me like the top 10 for that opening day was this date, and we got
Sure.
And there's not really anything. Mission Impossible you already watched, which was one of the early ones.
Loved it.
Was it like the one first or second one we did?
No. That one was later on. That was like
Poltergeist. You don't like scary movies.
I don't mind scary movies, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Poltergeist.
The original Poltergeist. It's kind of. I was afraid of it when I was a kid.
Like the little blonde
sure.
girl. in the TV, and she gets
Maybe
sucked
let me
into
search
it.
one more time because it's just give me the top, like records ones that open that day. Movies released on this day. Movies released on this day. Movies released on this day. You think it would be easy to find that, but Tara, it really
Is not.
isn't that easy. Pixels, Southpaw, Paper Towns, G-Force, The Ugly Truth, Saving Private Ryan, and High Noon.
I've
You
never
watched...
seen Saving Private Ryan.
Wait, you haven't?
I
thought you have.
No.
Miranda and I watched it not that long ago, but I still wouldn't mind watching it again and talking to you about it because it's fucking very good. It's long, but it's very good. It's like very good. Best Picture winner. 2 hours and 50 minutes. Tom Hanks, Tom Sizemore, Edward Burns, and other people. You want to watch that? Doesn't matter.
It's
That's what you're watching.
It's very long for Memorial Day weekend when I work the entire weekend.
Well, it's perfect for Memorial Day weekend, though. At the same time. Yeah, maybe don't wait till the weekend.
I work every day.
What do you do during the day, though?
I work out and then I go to work.
You work out for... What time do you go to work?
3:30.
So 3:30. You work out for how long?
Well, I have to go all the way into Madison.
Yeah, there's no time. You couldn't sneak anything in the morning. Your morning's just one workout and then to work at 3:30?
Yeah.
Air Force One? What's that? It's about hamsters.
G-Force is about guinea pigs.
It says Air Force One above it.
Oh.
Are you looking at the same thing I'm looking at?
No, but I heard you say G-Force earlier.
Well, I think you need to watch it. It's perfect for Memorial Day.
G-Force? Okay.
No, Memorial Day. It is Memorial Day, so you should watch some sort of war movie. Did you watch Top Gun?
Movies.
Did you watch Top Gun Maverick yet?
No.
Oh, let's watch that. I think we were saving it. You hadn't seen Mission Impossible, but you should watch Top Gun Maverick. It's available on like Paramount or something like that, and it came out this time last year.
Ooh.
It was like the highest grossing film on this day.
Okay, I'll watch that.
On
How
this
long
day in
is that?
history, like 2 hours.
Okay.
Ish, I think.
We'll put Ryan on the back burner. We'll watch it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick we'll watch. It came out, I think, last week. Top Gun Maverick. Well, that was the fun thing. Hearing people talk about, only person I really talked to that listens to the pod was Michael. But I had a few people.
Michael listens to it?
Huh?
Michael listens to it?
Yeah, you knew that.
I don't think I knew he listened to
it.
it.
He listens.
I thought he just clipped
He's
it.
a listener.
Ooh,
He's
it.
a real deal. He's a real one.
Love it.
He's a listener. He's a listener.
Good.
He's real deal. But I had a few people walk up and tell me they watch all the clips and dig them. Like he's like one of the Ackerman twins was like, I watched them all one day.
I love it.
And he said his wife was like, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck you doing, homie? He's like, shut up. This is gold. This is fucking gold.
I had one of my regulars at the bar come up and say, because we became friends on Facebook, and then he went, I think, on TikTok and watched all of them. He's like, I went and watched all your clips for your podcast. He goes, I was really afraid when you jumped on that chair. It was a folding chair, and I thought you were going to fall off when you're trying to show your calves.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was released on May 27th. So it was released this week, Top Gun Maverick. Perfect. So Top Gun Maverick, you're going to watch. If possible, Terry, you should try to watch it on a nice... I guess your TV's nice and big now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's on Paramount Plus.
Okay, perfect. Because I got that.
Yeah.
I've been watching Drag Race on it.
You're going to be digging. You're going to be like, I don't know how many Tom Cruises you've watched yet for this, but you're going to see he's still the best. He's still the best. The new Mission Impossible is coming out in July. I think we both should go see that as a new movie when it comes out.
Yeah.
It looks cool. because we haven't really done a new movie ever before.
No.
Like, and then kind of review it right away. That
And
could
say
be fun.
spoiler alert to start it
Spoiler
out.
alert. We watched. Spoiler alert. He does his thing. He flies to
Spoiler
the
alert.
sky. High life, Tara. High life. Sipping that life. Sipping that high life.
I'm doing White Claw lime. Did you know Uncle Mush thought they were called white clams?
Did you know our Uncle Mush didn't know who his niece was?
Yeah, he was very confused.
He didn't know that Tara was his niece. He hadn't seen her in a while. She had a new haircut.
New hair color and cut. And I did have a dress on where I looked a little bit like a Flintstone.
We'll see. It's kind of wild. He's an old man now. Who knows?
He is an old man,
He don't listen, so it's cool.
but his son does.
Doug? Doug listens, or he just watches clips?
Michael!
Oh, Michael, duh. Yeah, Michael, your dad didn't know who Tara was. I think Tara was pretty hurt. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of people thinking there were tons of people I didn't know. I just did the trick like Miranda. I just told her, like, I'm not going to introduce you to a single person just so you know you have to introduce yourself because I forget names. So just do it. Just know that you have to do it. It's that easy because there's too many people here that I haven't seen in years that think I know their name.
Yeah.
That think I know their name, but I do not. Or I do, and I just can't think of it in the moment.
I know.
You know, your bandwidth at that point is so shot.
Yeah.
Like, there's points where I'm like, what's this person's name? I know their fucking name. I just talked to them 2 minutes ago. I know their name. So just introduce yourself. There's no reason for the person to have to introduce you. I don't think I could be with someone that couldn't introduce themselves at this point. I had a girlfriend once that was like, you abandoned me. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. And just say, hello, my name's this. And it's over. It's so easy. I always introduce myself to people. Always. I actually don't like when people introduce me. It's like, I can talk for myself. I know who I am.
Do you?
Well, not like at like in the depthiestness of myself. No, I don't know who I am as a soul or a human being.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's jump into sports a little bit. Unless you want to talk a little bit more about what we were talking about.
No, we can jump into sports.
Sports a little bit. The big one, NBA playoffs. The conference finals are in full gear, and at this point, since we've last talked, both series basically seem like they're over.
Yeah.
The Denver Nuggets are up 3-0, and the Miami Heat still making that Bucks thing, because I think the Bucks could have beat them if they, if Giannis doesn't get hurt and miss a couple games. I think they really could have beat them. Looking at less shameful because they're just kind of a team of destiny, it seems like.
Yep.
Right now. So the Miami Heat are up 3-0 on the Celtics.
Their next game is at home.
And they probably will finish it out if I had to guess.
And
I would say the Denver Nuggets. I could see the Denver Nuggets losing one in LA.
I don't know, man. I could see
just because LeBron doesn't get swept very often. I could see him getting a lot of calls in that final game, that game 5 or that game 4. But anyway, so it's not surprising at all that Denver's where they're at. They've been the kind of moving towards this for the last couple years. But the Miami
and they're
Heat
finally
thing,
healthy.
The Miami Heat thing actually isn't that surprising at all if you were to look at their history the last couple of years.
Sure.
It's just surprising when you watched them during the season. But if you really look at it, if someone looks back that didn't really watch the NBA right now, they're going to look back and go like, oh, look, the Miami Heat were in the finals, and then they, were first round, and they lost in the first round, but then they were in the conference finals. So that was the last 3 years. They were in the finals and the conference finals in the last 3 years. And then this year looks like they're going to the finals again. So they'll be in the finals 2 out of 4 years, conference finals 3 out of 4 years. It won't look that surprising when you actually look at the history of it. It just didn't feel like it coming into the playoffs. Like that's what it was.
Well, and the crazy thing about it is it's just like, you keep hearing about these super teams, right? Where it's like they have to have all these superstars. And then you have 2 teams that like don't really have that same thing. They just have a strong team around them. And I mean, Murray's healthy again, and they definitely have some pieces, but it's not like KD and Devin Booker and like all NBA guys. Like it's just these strong teams that have like good coaching.
Well, it's 2 teams that didn't trade away a lot of didn't trade a lot for one guy. So they actually have a lot of pieces that are nice. It's really kind of what the Bucks did
Yep.
to build their team
Yep.
was they didn't really do giant trades for, they traded a lot away for Holiday. But they kind of had already built, and he wasn't like a super team guy. He wasn't even like an all
Right.
NBA guy. He was an all NBA guy this year, but he wasn't really a super team guy yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, you're right. It's kind of showing you like it's still better to, keep assets and draft well,
Right.
because that's
Because
what's
when you have to
winning.
pay, when you have to pay all these guys all this money, it's hard to have
Mhm.
those
The-
pieces that are going to really round out your team and make you contenders and make you be able to go the long haul and
Right.
keep
And then
winning.
and they also the Heat got lucky that they got Jimmy Butler on
Yes.
a pretty good contract. He didn't get, super maxed out. I mean, he's close to max, I think, player, and then Jimmy Butler is a special guy, is what he's proven. Like what he's done has been very special, and it's hard to like duplicate what he's done. Like it's gonna be like, hey, we gotta do what the Heat did. You can't really do that because no one's done what Jimmy's done. Like in a long, like the closest thing, like Giannis kind of took the team on his back a couple years ago to take him to the championship, and but what Jimmy's doing is a totally different deal. It's kind of
It's
impressive.
crazy. It really is impressive.
I like it. I like
I do
watching it. I
too.
haven't seen much of it though. This series is going to be over.
I
These two
know.
series are going to be over. And it's going to be the finals, and I really want to tune into the finals and get into them good.
Well, they were saying that if these both games are only go to 4, they'll have 9 days before the finals start.
Oh my god!
And if it goes, it's going to be Denver and Miami, which aren't two super huge like draws.
Yeah.
So they're worried that they're gonna
like national
lose out.
audience will stop giving a shit. Well, you can't. That's the way it goes. I think basketball fans are excited to watch it. Like, oh, I want to watch Jokic do his thing and Jimmy do his thing. And part of it is their own fault. I've said this a million times. These companies like, oh, we cover the Boston Celtics and Lakers because that's what you want to hear about. I'm like, no. Yeah, but that's only because that's who you cover.
Right.
So that's what people care about. If you were better at covering more, people would care about more. Like as good as Giannis and the Bucks have been, they barely cover him. They barely are talked about. Same about the Denver. As good as Jokic has been, they don't really talk about him. It was more about this whole year was more about how great Embiid really is and how he should be the MVP. And it wasn't really, we didn't even really talk about the Joker, Jokic. And it's just like, you guys are so bad at your jobs. I'm not saying that we'd be better, but we would. If that's what we had to do is only talk about sports, I wouldn't want to talk about the same thing all the time. I would bring up the Bucks every once, like a lot more than other teams because they're my buddies. They're my pals.
I know. I think about these local guys and how boring their lives must be. Just talking about the same
Bucks.
thing over and over and over and over. Talking Packers mainly because NFL is king. So
NFL is king and it's coming back soon. I'm not mad about it. I can't wait to do picks because we're good at those. Tara, did I pick the Celtics or the Heat? Do you remember a week ago?
I don't remember.
I don't either, man. I don't know who we picked. I'm doing a really bad job of remembering. I got to start writing it down. I don't remember who. If I don't make a video, I definitely don't remember who we picked.
I wrote in football. I wrote it down every week, and for some reason,
we're flippantly picking these bad boys this time.
I know.
So
I definitely picked.
Are these two teams going to hold off? I think I picked
the
Nuggets for sure.
I definitely did too.
But I think I might have picked the Heat as well.
You might have.
I think I've been doing better than I'm realizing because I'm still surprised by what's happening. But I still think I've picked a couple of these.
I do too. I think you might have picked the Heat. I think I picked the Celtics, but I don't remember.
You don't either. I might have picked the Lakers. I honestly don't remember. I'm not going to go listen right now and find out.
Well, I definitely am picking the Heat versus the Nuggets.
Yeah, let's just pretend that it's more than likely going to be the case. The funny thing is, basically, the finals wouldn't even start. I think they would start
June 3rd.
Yeah, so
9 days.
we're gonna have another pod regardless.
Yeah.
Before the finals start. So we're not even gonna pick our finals yet. We're both going to know, do we think the teams that are 3-0, how's it gonna end?
Sweep.
Both sweeps? Double sweep?
I think so. I think it's a double sweep.
I think the Lakers steal one.
Tonight?
Yep. And that's it. And they get gentlemaned. And I think that the Heat just I think they
Sweet.
both steal one. I think it's both 5 games. I think they're both gonna be 5-game series.
Oh, so you think the Heat are then gonna go in and win in?
Yeah, won another one in Boston.
Hmm.
They've already won twice there. Why not?
Sure.
They've won so many games on the road.
I know.
The Celtics lost 9 games on the road this year, the whole regular season, and they've now lost 5 in the playoffs already.
In the regular season, they only lost 9 games.
Home games.
Home games?
And they've lost 5 home games in the playoffs.
That's nutsy.
Yep. So that's where we're at. Did you watch any of the PGA Championship? Wait, is there any other
No.
NBA stuff? Oh, Harden. They're saying Harden's probably going to Houston. Like they think that's for sure going to happen. They're talking about it, so he's going back to Houston. He's wanted to. They've been
Okay.
talking about it all year, but he wants to go back to Houston because I think he just wants to be the guy. They loved him there, and he doesn't want to have any pressure on him. He just wants to there will be no pressure on him. He won't have to. They're not going to the they might make the playoffs and then he'll fuck up in round 1.
I don't remember if it was on. I think it was on Part of My Take, and I think PFT said that James Harden should shave his beard to go into witness protection.
No, I like that.
Like,
He doesn't
oh
care.
my
He
God.
doesn't care.
No,
He's making his bucks.
He's
He's
making
rich.
his bucks.
He parties. He's good.
I mean, Houston's the spot for him because there's a lot of partying going. He knows the spots there.
And
No
he-
state income tax.
he's so easy to make fun of that Embiid's getting a pass for how bad he played in that.
I know.
Like Embiid's I just got the MVP and he played that bad. Come on.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. The Joker.
The Joker. He's the best. He's proven
He
it.
is fun to watch.
He's fun and it's weird. It's a weird experience.
It's weird.
It's a weird
so
experience
weird
to watch
'cause
the
he's
Joker joke.
to watch the Joker joke.
Any other fun b-ball stuff that you noticed coming up?
Mm-mm.
Wemby. The Spurs won
Wemby, yes,
the
they
Spurs
did.
won the lottery and they're going to get this 7. You guys don't know who
7-5.
Victor Wembanyama is. Victor
Mhm.
Wembanyama. He's
He's
7'5".
French.
Some pay he's actually probably taller, but
He's doing the
but
KD thing.
he's like this. But he's not. Doesn't move like a big guy. He dribbles around.
No,
I
he
don't know how good
dribbles.
he'll be. It might be the hype. Do I buy the hype? He looks good when he plays, but will he hold? My biggest issue is he going to hold up at all? Will that
'Cause
body
he's
hold up?
so
is what
big
he's so tall.
and long.
But while he's on the court, I think he will be very good. I just don't think there's no way he won't be. But I just
Yeah.
don't know if his body holds up even a little bit. That's the biggest worry with a guy of that size.
Yes.
Because he moves really well. He moves kind of like KD. Not quite. That's blasphemy. They're saying he's the best NBA prospect ever, and it just isn't true.
Mm-mm.
It just isn't.
But then people are also saying that if he has a career like AD, Kevin Durant, people like that, then that's a bust. I'm like, you're fucking nuts.
People don't know what bust means. People don't know what a bust is. I mean, some people think LeBron's a bust because he didn't he's only won 4 championships.
Oh,
To them, that's a
God.
bust because he was supposed to be the greatest of all time. But his numbers are pretty close
Darn
to that.
Good.
But I am actually a person who says LeBron has lived up to the hype and not lived up to the hype all at the same time. I've always thought that. I'm like, man, he's as good as advertised. But I do think he should have more rings because I think he's far better than everyone else. And I think he should have a couple more rings for sure, at least, because I think he's that much better than everyone. That's my take.
Well, he got spurred. Spurred? Did he get spurred? Or Mavericked?
Both.
Yeah, spurred and Maverick.
He got Maverick on the front end and,
And then
spurred on
he
the back
got-
end.
And then he got screwed by the Golden State dynasty that was just nuts.
Yeah, but he was still better. He still was better. He was still better than anyone on the Spurs. He was still better than anyone on the Mavericks. He was still better than anyone on the Warriors at that time. He was still better.
He was better, but
His team around him wasn't as good.
team around
But
him
also, I
sucked.
think he could have elevated his
Sucked.
game and won at least a couple more over the years. I think he was talented enough to do it.
I just feel like his teams were so bad, and part of it was his fault for sure.
For sure.
Him trying to be this GM that didn't
Oh,
really know what
the
to
opposite
bring
of what we
in,
were talking about earlier. We're building a team within. He was like, kid, let's
Yeah.
trade everyone now because I
And
need
then-
my guys.
and trade for shitters.
Trade for dipshits.
God.
High life. Nice.
Oh,
Applauded my burp. PGA Tour or championship? Did you watch? I watched a little bit of it yesterday.
I didn't watch any of it because I was not
I
home.
caught the last maybe 5 holes of the final couple. Like I saw the the golf pro that got to play in it and hit a hole in one, which was
Yep,
I got to see that happen
that's
as it
super fun.
basically happened.
Oh, really?
Oh
That's
yeah,
fun.
that's when I turned it on. I'm like, what's going on here? Who is it? I couldn't figure out who it was, and then they were telling who it was. Like, oh, because it was like even up to that point, it was crazy how well he had played. And then he hit
Yeah,
that, and then
because
and it was
didn't he get 15th overall?
tied for 15th. Like it's like he's just a lifetime golfer guy that I didn't really see how he got into the tournament, but he got in and he did really well in it. And it was that was kind of a fun story. Something Billy Block, we'll call him, but his last name was Block, and he was like the story. Even though Brooks Koepka like really dominated the tournament,
Yeah,
he and played really well in the Masters too. Koepka.
yeah, he got second.
But this Block was the story just because it kind of came out of nowhere, and people were comparing it to the movie Tin Cup. You ever seen Tin Cup, Tara?
Yeah,
Love Tin Cup.
yeah,
Tin Cup's a good one.
with Kevin Costner.
It's a good. If you had said no to Tin Cup, you'd been watching Tin Cup instead of Maverick. No doubt in my mind.
Tin Cup.
Love Tin Cup.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those movies that are super stupid. It's like this is such a dumb thing, but like you love it while it's just like, yeah, man, keep going for it. But yeah, Brooks Koepka wins, and it's a live guy winning.
Yep.
And it was kind of interesting. It's like because we've come a long way it's been a year kind of since that live stuff all happened, and people are clearly caring less and less.
Yeah.
These guys are performing in pretty well in whatever it's called,
Majors.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to be playing in them. It'll be interesting what happens because apparently PGA is trying to work something out where these guys are still going to be allowed to play in their tournaments as well. So you'll probably see more people doing both. And what if that means less money for the live guys that start going to live after this? We'll see. But I think PGA is like, we gotta do something about these guys. Like we can't just say you can't play in the PGA anymore because there are a lot of names.
Right. A lot of names.
And if these guys start doing well in these majors, they're gonna like, we can't not have them the next week and whatever. TPC poop grass.
Does the live tour even like make any money?
Probably not. Not yet. They're probably spending too much. Probably. If they keep, it sounds like they kind of like, if PGA is willing to work with them now, that must mean they're doing something that's causing them to have to do it. I don't know if they'll ever make money. It's hard to say. But they don't care, I don't think, at the moment because they're so rich. So
they just want to own like a golf program or whatever.
Yeah. It's just another reason to get people to come to like,
Is it like a money launder?
No. They don't need to money launder, Tara. They're the richest people in the world. It's Saudis. They have all the money.
And they don't care where their money comes from.
They know where it comes from.
Yeah.
That's the point, is they don't care. They don't even care if it makes money. They just want the clout. They're clout chasers, basically. You don't watch Succession, so we can't really talk about that. That's because that made me think of that. But it was an excellent episode last night. But Live Tour is weird. I don't know what's going to happen with it. It's not making money now, but it could someday. We'll see. It could be a little more successful than they're acting like it was going to be if the PGA is, and especially since these guys are playing well on national, TV and national tournaments and stuff like that. So, you got any sports stuff from the weekend?
I don't think so. The only other sports I can think of is horse racing, but I don't know anything about what happened at
it was Preakness. Was it Preakness this weekend?
Yeah, but I don't know anything.
Did the person did the one that won the Derby win it? I always like when there's a chance at the Triple Crown.
No,
Preakness.
but I think
Bob might not even have been in it.
Bob Baffert, the guy that I think is a bad horse guy.
Yeah, he's like the worst.
He
They
won it. They
Yeah.
won it.
National Treasure is the name of the horse.
Ooh, maybe we should watch that. A little Nick Cage.
No, I never liked those.
I've never seen it, so
Thought
I
they
can't
sucked.
tell you.
I thought they were turds. Nick Cage is cool though. Tara, we are 40 minutes in. We don't have a movie to talk about. We've talked about all the sports we've ever heard of. I mean, do you have hard-hitting questions this week?
Well, I kind of do. Like, I do, but I didn't write any down. But I do.
Because we need some.
I will
We're
gonna do it. I'm gonna be a
We're
little
only
bit
40
like.
in.
I'm gonna be a
There's
little
only
bit
one
like.
email to read.
I'm gonna be a little bit like Drew.
I don't know if you got the skill set.
Yeah, I do, because
let's
today is Buy a Musical Instrument Day.
Is what?
Buy a Musical Instrument Day.
Okay.
So I want to know your top 3 favorite musical instruments.
My top 3 favorite musical instruments to play, or I don't really know. Like, do I want that? Would want to play, or they like listening to?
How about?
Or they think are cool.
They're the ones that you think are cool.
I don't always think a piano's cool, but I will put it number 3 because, like, when someone plays it really well, it's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could pick out one singular, like, string instrument that I love. I just like when a full orchestra is going.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna pick one of those, but I do like listening to orchestra music when it happens. It's pretty cool. Guitar is always very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a guitar is my number 2 favorite musical instrument. So we got a piano, just because you need it, and a guitar because they're rad. People that rock. And when it's good, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 1 would probably be it's kind of weird to pick it number 1 because I don't want to hear it that often. But when it's good, it's very good, and that's the saxophone. Ooh. I don't want every song to have a saxophone in it.
No.
But when the saxophone be popping and it's like a little sprink. Is that a saxophone sound, Tara? Because it was bad.
I think it was.
That sounded like you were doing a guitar sound. Try that again. Here's what you did. You went, meow, 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 meow. That's a guitar. That's the most cliche guitar you could ever do. Guitar.
I don't know. How do you do a saxophone?
I'm not pretending like I can, but it ain't that. It's like, you gotta be like that. I don't know how to do it, but you were doing a guitar, and I think it was closer, but it wasn't good. So that's my top 3 musical instruments, but only saxophones.
Maybe like when I was doing it, but
one time an album out, other than unless I'm listening to jazz, you can have tons of it.
Or Bruce Springsteen.
Even then, I don't want it a ton. It can always for him. It can be in just about every song, but like it can only be featured on like 1 or 2 songs per album.
Okay.
Before you move on to your next thing, Tara did in 1843 the first wagon train of 7 to 100,000 migrants departed Independence, Missouri for Oregon. So that was the beginning of the Oregon Trail. It was 1843 of this date.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Oregon Trail.
That was a great game.
That was a very good game. I don't think
it'll ever
best. Will it ever be as much as people think they love games today? Will they ever know the joy of being at school and the teacher going like, "Pop up the OG trail"? I mean, come on.
That was like the best
kids today will never know that joy of what that was.
It was like the teacher's like, I'm not teaching you anything about the computer today. Just play some Oregon Trail.
It would usually be once you finish your like word processor learning how to type, it's like, cool, you can jump on Oregon Trail after that. Or Carmen Sandiego. That was the other one. Did you ever play Carmen Sandiego on the... What?
I don't think so. I only played Oregon Trail.
It was so fucking good. It was almost as good as the trail.
I never played it. I only watched
it.
That's
bullshit. Yeah, the show was great. The video game was amazing, though. That's rough that you never played Carmen Sandiego.
You know,
Where in the world is Carmen
Carmen
Sandiego? What's
Sandiego.
your next Drew question?
My
Hard
next
hitter. What's your
hard
next hard hitter?
hitter is it's National Boss Babes Day. What kind of boss babe are you?
I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
Boss baby?
It's boss
It's
babe.
a movie. Boss
No,
baby.
boss babe.
What's a boss babe?
Like a lady boss.
A baby
It's
boss?
lady boss.
Oh,
Boss
boss
babe.
babe.
Yeah.
Terrible term. Not a good term.
Okay, but what kind of boss babe are you?
I don't know.
Or would you be?
I don't know.
If you were a lady.
Tell me what you are so I can get an idea. I
Oh,
don't.
well, I don't know what I
'cause it's
am,
just-
but
it
you
seems
could
like
know that.
It seems like a real dumb term. Like, oh, yeah, I'm a boss babe.
Well, you know, there's like entrepreneur boss babes, and then there's like CEO
Like literal boss?
babes, just like ladies that are killing the game, like the boss babes, boss lady, lady boss, boss.
I don't know. Which one are you? I said.
I don't know either.
You can't ask me because I don't got it. I can't even feel it.
I would say,
I don't know that I have a. I don't know that I am a boss babe.
I said, okay, then if you could be one, what would you be?
If I was gonna be a boss babe,
Yeah.
I don't know, a boss, maybe a. I don't know, Tara. I don't like this question.
I think
I don't connect
it's a good
with.
one.
I don't connect with any sort of like anyone that
This
killing
is-
it in the man or woman. I don't connect with anyone killing it in the biz.
Drew, this is what it says. National Boss Babes Day. The sky's the limit for boss babes. Let's celebrate all these amazing women today. I just
What
would
women?
say-
It doesn't name any.
no, just the boss babes. Can you let me just go into it and see if there's more info. The history of National Boss Babe Day was
Can't even see
created.
it.
Shut up. National Boss Babe Day was created in June 2021 by Heather Schwedenman Sincade in loving memory of her mother, Donna Schwedenman. Like the original Boss Babe in her life, she owned her own success, who hustled and had a variety of ventures over the years. She was a Girl Scout mom. She also created iron-on shirts and puffy paint detail. She's a mom.
Sounds like she just does a person that happened to have a couple of hobbies. What about her made her a boss babe? I'm even more confused now.
No,
Did she have a
so
business?
She
ran the shit. I think it's a bad.
Whenever she focused on problem, what would my mom do? Her mom inspired women everywhere, encouraging them to be the best versions of themselves and to take every opportunity that comes their way. Based on these principles, Heather started a small business to pursue her dream of being her own boss and having freedom to do what she loves.
So did she?
Yeah, she a fundraiser.
I'm over it. If you can tell me what kind of boss babe she was, maybe I'll play your game because I still don't know what kind of. Hey, Drew, what kind of boss babe you want to be? What kind of boss babe was she?
Be a boss babe. If you've been hiding your true potential, shy of what others.
No, I understand what a boss babe is now, but
yeah,
like, what do you mean? What type of boss babe was that boss babe you just talked about? What would you say
I think
she was?
an entrepreneur. Well, the mom was a mom who just got everything done. She was like our boss babe mom, who was like, she had a job that she excelled in, but then she also like did all the other things, like coached and made stuff for her kids and baked and shit. One other thing, they're not jealous of others. They are supportive. I love it. They are assertive. They are self-starters. They have the right attitude. Boss babes know what they are, the main character.
I guess I understand what a boss babe is. I just don't think I can say what kind of boss babe I would want to be. I think they're all supposed to be the same thing.
No.
I think you can ask me,
yes and no.
Do you think you're a boss? Do you think I could be a boss babe? Maybe. If I was a lady, I could be a boss babe. Can a man be a boss babe?
No.
Why?
Can't.
If a man can be a woman, then a man could probably be a boss babe.
Okay.
Sorry to tell you.
I just accidentally I have a bunch of windows open because I never close out of them, and Josh Giddy just plopped up, and I went, "Who? Timothy
You
Chalamet?"
should have all those windows closed, Tara. It would help the situation.
Oh, would it?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna start closing them
You should
up.
never have anything open other than that.
Josh Giddy, Josh
Unless you're
Giddy.
searching for something quick.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet.
You have shit from then?
Yes, Drew.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jonathan Majors. What is this? Oh.
High life.
Okay, next. Oh. Will Levis. Not getting drafted first round. Okay.
Next what? Give me your next.
I know,
question.
my next question. I just gotta. Today is National Craft Distillery Day. What's your top 3 favorite craft beers?
You're not even trying.
I am
You
trying.
don't even have this. These are supposed to be hard hidden questions. Nobody cares about my 3 top favorite craft beers. No one's ever cared less about anything from anybody. Hey, what are your 3 favorite beers that no one else
Okay.
has ever tasted?
Today
Hopalicious is number
is-
1. Hopalicious is number 2, and Hopalicious is number 3. I don't know. I don't even
Today
know the
is
name of any beers
National-
I like. But I can tell you maybe breweries I like more than a singular craft beer. But
Yeah.
nobody
we'll
cares.
move on.
Nobody cares.
Today's National Vanilla Pudding Day. What would be more fun? To
Ooh.
take your shoes off and like walk around in vanilla pudding?
Mm-hmm.
To put vanilla pudding down your pants?
Mm-hmm.
Or to eat vanilla pudding?
New rule.
What?
New rule. You are not allowed to drew it. You got to write these bad boys down. First of all, the
I thought that was
most
fun.
the third one was or eat it.
Okay, the third one will
Like-
instead it'll be put it down someone else's pants.
That's number 1. Be putting some vanilla pudding down someone else's pants. Hilarious. Hilarious or sexy. One of the two. It's either going to be
Okay.
very hilarious because they know what's going on, or it's someone that's letting you do it and it's very sexy.
Okay.
That's how I feel about putting vanilla pudding down someone else's pants
Okay.
and my own.
What's your number 2 then?
Number 2,
You just
what?
gotta rate them. Rate them.
The other 2 are not even fun. One's eating it and vanilla pudding is boring.
No,
And
not
I'm not going to walk
eating.
around. I'm not going to walk around in pudding.
Okay. You're just
That sounds
not being
terrible.
fun today.
I'm being the I just told you I'm being the most fun. I already said next would be my putting it down my pants before. Nobody wants to walk in pudding. That's gross. It's
Oh,
gonna
I
feel
think
terrible.
it would feel fun.
No, it feel like shit.
I'd like the way it feels.
Feel like you're walking in baby shit. Walking around town in baby shit.
Okay, today is National World Goth Day, and I've always
Are you
felt
just going in order of what's on the fucking?
no. These were things that I've already thought about when I looked at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always felt that my true self might be like part goth.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Do you know goth people? They ain't like you.
But I
Like
feel
true goths, like the true goths of the world. They ain't you. You got no goth in you.
No, I do have goth in me. I
don't agree.
appreciate goth culture. I like the aesthetic of it. I like the black lips, the very pale face, the very dark hair. I like the styles. I like big combat boots. I like.
Where's it at then? Why aren't you doing it ever?
I just like feel that sometimes I do. Like I have black lipstick, but I don't know. I just.
No one's ever said, "Look at this goth."
I think I have some goth in me. I like goth.
What was your question? Because it's not true. But what's your question?
No, it is true.
No.
Why would I lie?
Do you ever
But
listen
my-
to goth music?
That's one
Well-
thing I will say. I don't like goth.
Then you're not
music.
goth at all. Because you
Yes,
need to
I
be listening to
am.
the Cure. You need to be Yeah.
I
No,
am
you're-
too.
No.
Yes, I like
need to be
goth
listening to some-
culture.
Mm.
And I feel like if I were to do it all over again, I might be goth. But my question for you is, do you have any like hidden hidden maybe aesthetics or cultures that you think you're a part of, but maybe
That
you're
I'm a part of.
that or
That's
you
not
want
hidden
to be a
then.
part of, that kind of
That I
like
never.
me, where I'm goth, but like nobody
Well,
knows.
first of all, I'm far. Number one, I would say I'm probably more goth than you are.
No.
Yeah, because I at least like to listen to goth music. Like I like to listen things that goth people would listen to
Like
musically.
what? What's a goth
I
thing?
don't know. I listen to like The Cure would be a really good example.
I'm sure I'd
I
like The
also listen
Cure.
to listen to heavy metal and like that sort of like shit.
Sometimes it
Like
stresses me out, but I'm
I
sure
like
I
to
could.
I just like to get sad in my corner. But your question as far as like I don't know. No, I don't know.
Like, is there any secret you that none of us really know about, but that we should? Like, hey, you know what? I like this.
Not really.
I'm a little goth.
Not really. I'd say that I'm pretty much I mean, you kind of know shit about me. There's not really things I hide like it's almost like not really, Tara. I got to be honest. There's not really something like that. I was like, oh, I'm into this thing that no one knows I'm into. Pretty open. Like I'm into wrestling. People know I'm into wrestling. I'm into a bunch of kinds of music. People know I'm in a bunch of music. I don't really have anything. I don't really hide the things I like because I think, why would I do that? Is your questions or something I wish I ever would have got into that I never did?
Sure.
I don't know. Like I kind of stopped doing art and shit, but I got to doing art again because I like art. I'm an artiste. I don't think anyone would be surprised if I ever did anything. Like they'd be like, yeah, he's the type of dude that is into things. So I don't know that there's
Okay.
anything like that. Like the only type of thing would be maybe like LARPing. I could see that having a lot of fun with like that. That's something I would say if I would hung out with people that were down to like dress up and like go pretend you're some shit.
Sure.
The problem is I myself would like to do that, and I think I'd be really good at it and play a good character. But most of the people that do it, I'm not that interested in hanging out with.
Yeah.
They're a little too like not.
Nerdy.
They're a little too weird. Like
They're
I was
a
like,
little
yeah, you're a
too
little
into
too.
LARPing.
Yeah, well, they're almost like into because they're only. It can't be your only thing. That's the
Right.
problem with LARPing. It can't be your only thing. The thing is,
Sure.
I don't have like an only thing. I have many things that I'm interested in. If it was only LARPing, it'd be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So only being into LARPing, or like that's your only thing, or you're only into like comic books and Marvel and stuff like that. Like I like those things. I
It's
like
like
Marvel.
diversify a little.
Diversify. Just being into one is too. It's too. It makes you weird. It makes you too weird because you don't have any perspective on anyone else. And it's like anything I've ever seen of someone LARPing, other than like in the movie Role Models, it's mostly dweebins. Like anything I see online is like, man, this is like, I'm sure they're very nice people, but I couldn't, like, I wouldn't, those people can't go hang out anywhere else and like function.
Yeah.
I feel like. So
Not
that's my thing.
many
Like,
of them.
I think I like to dress up and pretend I'm something, but I wouldn't want to do it as my full lifestyle. But if someone's like, hey, you want to go this weekend and do this? We'll dress up and you can be fucking Lord Lambo. I'd be, fuck yeah. I'll
I
be
want to
Lord
be
Lambo.
Lord Lambo.
I'll be Lord Lambo right now. Lord Lambo's cool. So if I was Cash Lambo for long enough, a lot of times these wrestlers will like modify their character and become something else when they want to change. I think Cash Lambo is a face, and I think I'd want to go bad. I'd become Lord Lambo. And he's just uber, like Cash Lambo's got the dough, but it's like he's cool and he's fun with it and he like flaunts it. Lord Lambo
Was
like
old money.
is like like uber like shitty about being rich and like spits
Yeah.
on people like fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Lord Lambo. Maybe I'll dress up as Lord Lambo next week.
Okay.
Lord Lambo. He's Cash Lambo's actual grandfather, Lord
Yeah.
Lambo. Cash Lambo's like a like a
He's like the
fucking
fuck up.
is like a nepo baby.
Yeah.
And Lord
He's the
Lambo
fuck
is the
up
one that
Nepo
allowed
baby.
that. Is like 2 generations away. So I like that. So yeah, LARPing. I would do it if I could just do it. If I could just like do it, show up and hang out and do it, I'd do it.
Okay.
I'd probably have a lot of fun, but I would never want it to be something I do all the time. Like my buddies all started doing Dungeons and Dragons a couple months back. Maybe even almost a year ago at this point. 8 months ago.
Really?
I kind of wanted to do it. Yeah, like Kellen and those guys. All the HSB boys.
Hmm.
And when they first started is when I was going down to Nashville for a couple weeks. I'm like, I just don't, and then they started talking about they were gonna meet up. They had to like meet up they were gonna do it every Friday night. I'm like, I can't commit every Friday night to
LARPing.
to doing dungeon, not LARPing, but doing
Dungeon
and I think I would have a lot of fun doing Dungeons and Dragons and fucking around
Yeah.
and being, but I just can't do it all like that often.
No,
I-
that's like a once.
If I could just dip in like once a month, even
Mhm.
I could probably get on board with it. But doing something that often, that's the problem when it becomes too much. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't like my sport. I try to not make sports like my full personality. You know, I like to watch as many like the big bucks games as I can, but I also like if I miss a game, it's like not the big deal. And when they lose, I don't want to be one of these dudes that's just pissed about it for like
Ever.
a long time. It like bums me out in the moment. I like every once in a while like those fucking idiots, but I also don't give a shit.
Right.
My life is not different. I just bum me out because it gives me less games to be pumped for, but it also at the same time it gives me more free time, which I also enjoy. It's like cool. I don't have to worry about like seeing watching a bunch of these games over the summer.
Right.
So, any more of those?
Yeah.
What's next?
So today's National Julie Day, and I wanted to do an F, Marry, Kill.
Julie.
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah. I
Okay.
wanted to do an F, Marry, Kill of famous Julies, and there just weren't enough. I couldn't think of 3 Julies. I thought of 2.
I don't think Julie Benz.
I don't know who that is.
Is that her name?
Who is that?
Made it up. I don't know.
I only thought of Julie
Rubis.
Andrews.
Judy Rubis.
That's Judy.
Judy Rubis.
No, because there's
it's Judy.
Julie.
You can count Judy's too. How about that?
No.
Either a Julie or a Judy.
Because no, Judy.
All right. Well, I say yes.
Julianne.
Julia. Louis Dreyfus.
No, it's Julie Day, not Judy Day or Julia Day.
Julia Louis. It's only Julie.
It's only Julie Day.
Okay. Let's hear your 3 fucking Julies.
I only know 2. That's why I said I don't.
Then you got to add a Judy.
I don't want
Or a Julia Gulia.
What if I did? Okay.
What are the 2?
I can only think of Julie Bowen and Julie Andrews. What are your top 3 favorite Julie Andrews movies?
First of all, Julie Andrews is who I bang. Hell yeah. She was a babe. Julie Bowen's good too, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'd marry her. Maybe the opposite. No, that's it. That's correct. And then I'd kill Julie Haberman.
True.
It's the only Julie I can think of. Was she your age? Was that a person? I don't even know who that is. It's just a name I remember hearing.
She was my friend.
Hopefully she doesn't hear this. That is not a threat. I take it back. Playing a game. Julie.
Julie.
You can
National.
think of any other Julies?
No, there was like
What
Julie
about Julie
Newmar.
What about Julie Newmar?
Julie Newmar, but I don't know her. I just know her from Tu Wong Fu.
She's like an old school actress.
Yeah,
I'll kill her.
Okay.
I guess. What about Julie Slama?
Don't even know.
Nebraska State Senator.
Mm.
I mean, this week, the MELLONfights are going to teach you a little bit about a state senator from Nebraska. We taught you about Nebraska about a year ago. We're going to give you a little more Nebraska. We're going to give you a little more Nebraska today. Senator Julie Slama. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Okay.
She is
what
party is she in? It's not telling me. How does it not just like right next to her name? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Committee. So she's a state senator, not like a, senator. That makes any sense. There's the state senate and then there's the senate. So, yeah, she's
I see.
Senator.
I see. What's her party?
She's born in 1996, so she's young.
Mm-hmm.
She just had a birthday not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So 96, which means she is 26 years old?
27.
Yeah, she just turned 27. Yeah, that would be. She graduated of Auburn High School in 2014, Yale University, bachelor's degree in political science. 2018, graduate University of Nebraska College of Law in 2022. Um, she's a paralegal. Is her occupation? I don't know, and it's not telling me honors award. This is not that interesting, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought it would be kind of fun, but I'm not. It's not even like I said. It's not even telling me what her political party is.
She's
That's
a
weird.
Republican.
Where? How'd you find that out?
I just Googled her.
I'm on her official page. She's Republican.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the least surprising thing you've ever said to me, but
Right.
as I'm looking at her, like she looks up, she woke up this morning, prayed, and shot a shotgun up her butt, and then yelled, "Get out of my country!" to nobody in particular.
Okay, so as we enter the final weeks of a long session, it seems only fitting our legislation days would extend into twilight. However, the past week was a productive one, packed with late-night debates, filibusters, and continuous wins for Southeast Nebraska.
This is her
Yeah.
talking. Okay. Yeah, I don't. She was named Legislator of the Year by the Young Republicans and placed on the Forbes 30 under 30 in 2019. Oh wow, very cool, very uncool. I've never cared less about anything I've ever read about in my life. I'm sorry we brought that to you. Nebraska, you let us down this week. Yeah. You got any other things for me, Terry?
Today's National Solitaire Day.
Okay.
How many games of solitaire do you think you've played in your life?
Whew. Man, I don't know. I haven't played one in a while, but you know how you go through. Are we counting on like on a computer or a phone as well?
Yeah.
Or on a BlackBerry?
Yeah. Every time you played solitaire on their phone.
Man, I don't know. I've played a lot in my day because when you're into it, you're into it, and you really go at you play a ton of them in a row. Thousands? I'm gonna guess 10,000.
Oh yeah,
is my guess. It is my guess, somewhere in that range.
I got a real good.
You know, I don't know for sure, but my guess is 10,000. What do you think?
I would say in the 10,000s because I've played a lot of freaking Tetris in my day. All different mediums.
Tetris was good. Tetris is very good. I was thinking about Tetris the other day. Do you want a couple dates in history? Things that happened this day in history?
Yeah. Gosh, look at how bad that
I'm gonna get a little
sun is on me.
More recent. Yeah, you look like shit. Nothing I can do about it though at this point. Man, I don't know how far back to go here. What's a good one here? Oh man, this date in 2015, Netflix announced that Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen will not appear on the Full House revival. That is not news, but they decided they had to, on this date in history, they wanted to tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty funny.
Not doing it. Did we have any doubt?
Any doubt what?
They weren't going to do it.
Oh, I don't know. Have they gone on it yet?
No.
No, they still haven't?
No.
Man, I'm trying to find something good here. Man, ain't much. I did see this earlier. Today in history, 1992 was the final Tonight Show hosted by Johnny Carson.
Oh, I love Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson was great. He was really good. It'd be fun. That'd be a fun job. I wouldn't want to be anything like James Corden. I'd want to be just like Johnny Carson.
He was just so lovable.
Mm-hmm. He just was really good at what he did too.
Mm-hmm.
He was like a real pro.
A real pro is what they call him.
He was a real pro. On this day in history, Pete Rose passed Hank Aaron as NL run scoring leader. On this day in history, in 1979, First Ace Cable Awards, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas by Jim Henson on HBO.
Ooh.
If you guys haven't never seen Emmett, I think we've talked about Emmett.
We have. We watched it.
On
the first year.
On this day in history, speaking of Julie and Jackie How Sweet It Is, music and comedy variety special starring Julie Andrews and Jackie Gleason airs on ABC TV on
Look
National
out.
Julie Day. That's pretty cool for
That
that.
is pretty cool.
You
Look
think that
at
was on purpose,
that.
Tara? Do you think they did that on purpose?
Yeah.
I doubt it. All right. We've run out of fucking things to talk about, clearly, unless you have another thing.
No things.
Do you have a grievance for the week?
I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. It's every 6 months. I think it's my grievance because I know they're going to say, hey, Tara, you're going to have to get a bunch of work done and pay us a bunch of money.
It's so expensive.
Yes.
It's so expensive. Like nothing. Insurance has never mattered less.
Exactly. Than with
the
dental.
dentist. It's like it covers nothing.
Nothing.
It's like such bullshit.
So I'm pretty anxious about that. Not
Way to
looking
bring
forward
that up.
to
I was
it.
gonna be all over me. I do gotta go to the dentist though. I need to go. Part of it is I'm always afraid.
I know
the
the
bill.
cost. It's like
That's
I can
more or
handle
less-
the pain. The
Yeah,
pain's
the
not
pain,
really a thing.
I have great pain tolerance.
Yeah,
It's
me
like
too.
I can be tortured and be like it sucks. I just like mentally I can go. Well, I guess this is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dentist isn't fun, but it is needed, and I need to go because my teeth. I still got some, and I'd like to keep them. I feel like hi from Miranda. I feel like I don't have much to say because we were together this weekend. Sorry for a boring email. She also hasn't finished the last week's episode yet. So, top three
what?
feet. Her top three. Well,
I know. I was kidding.
Top three TV fams, the whole family and Modern Family. Well, yeah, you don't have to. It's implied. Top three TV fams, the whole family and Modern Family. Yeah, no shit. Number 2, the Matthews from Boy Meets World. That is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember any of the ones we said. And the
I don't either.
Foremans, minus the sister from that 70s show. That's a good one too. That is a good family.
Why
And
is
the
the
sister-
sister's
she's-
funny?
She is funny, but she also sucks. They didn't bring her back.
Well, she
for the
died.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, well, they didn't bring her. They didn't even talk about her being dead. She said I didn't post a photo of Lizzo, but it was amazing. So she didn't get to drop her really cool.
I know. I thought I text Drew on Wednesday
texted
saying
me on
bad bitch
Wednesday.
o'clock.
Bad bitch o'clock, but she didn't even post. I don't know why she didn't do it. I was bummed. I was kind of looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing what picture she used.
Yeah.
They had really good seats though. Memorial Day plans. Marry F kill, a wedding or other large event, a classic casual cookout, a long weekend trip away. Those are our 3 options for marry, fuck, kill.
Well, I'm
Memorial
gonna
Day.
kill a wedding because who cares?
Yeah, no, don't steal my weekend off with your bullshit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Marry.
It's my weekend. It's my weekend, not yours. Also, like maybe I want 2 weekends of something. Like
Right.
why steal one of mine so I only get one thing that weekend?
I think I'll marry a
I'd marry
barbecue or whatever.
Yeah, I'd marry that because I want that long
Yeah.
term. And then I'd fuck a long weekend trip away.
Yeah,
'cause
it's nice to have those every once in a while.
Memorial Day is supposed to be casual
Yes.
or a quick trip to like a camp out.
Yes.
That's not a long weekend trip away.
No.
Unless that's what she means. Because then I think it's still the way I'd go though. I'd fuck
Yes.
that because I don't want that every time.
No.
Sometimes I just want to hang out and cook on the roof.
Yes.
Miranda has to go to a bachelorette party this weekend, so we don't get to Memorial Day together.
Mm,
I don't know if I'm coming home yet or I'm just gonna hang. We'll see. It'd be nice to maybe just to chill around here and use my rooftop because now that it's finally nice out,
I know.
maybe you guys could come down and party.
I
on
have
the
to
roof.
freaking work.
Oh, it's too bad to be you. It's bad to be you.
I offered to work because I didn't have enough work hours, and then someone asked me to work on Tuesday, so then I was pissed that I said I would work on Saturday.
Well, Memorial Day's
Mm,
Sunday and Monday.
I know.
I might be back to go to the brewery. That's my number one. Is
The
to sit at an
brewery.
outdoor brewery all day.
An outdoor
That's what I would. I wouldn't marry, fuck, or kill that. I'd take my thumb and swirl it around in the bang hole. That's what I do to a day at the brewery, baby. Yada yada bang.
You're so weird.
Hey Tara,
Hey,
have a Tuesday.
have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Melon
Melon
fights.
fights.
Yeah, guys, we're back. I hope you didn't turn this off. I'll put this in immediately after, so you don't have time to turn it off. But my grievance is like my life sucks right now. I'm about to go work out. I'm going to get fucking sweaty. Don't care about that. That's fun. I like working out. It feels good. But then I got to eat a salad after that. Fuck my life. Salads are bullshit. Remember last week I hadn't started salads yet? Well, I'm a week into salads, and there was 2 days I didn't eat salads because I had to
You
go and I
hated it?
ate candy. Or I got to eat sweet. I basically ate sweets, and then I ate a burger yesterday. Those aren't salads, but I had plenty of other salads, and now I'm back to the salads. Yucky.
Yucky.
Life is not as good
When you're eating
when
salads.
you don't have like carbs in things.
Yeah.
I can survive without the sweets, but not to have like, because when you're having salads, you don't really like bread's awesome. Bread and cheese are fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't really have a bunch of that into salads if you're trying to do salads.
No.
It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
So I'll keep you guys updated on my salad sitch, but yucky. Bye.